Hey, it's the Retro Game Freak in high definition. Hello everybody, my name is Spencer Zickafoos, and you are watching part 2 of the game Super Mario Land. So as I said before in the earlier review, by the way, if you haven't watched that one, I strongly suggest that you watch that before watching this one. So stop right now and go and watch that one. But anyways, Super Mario Land was released in 1989, and it's just a great game. Sadly, you'll only see Mario in it, like I said before, which is really kind of a bummer. This review I'm showing here has even more levels in it with me playing, and even more coins, boxes, and everything else that you would expect from a Mario game. If this is your first time seeing a review of a Mario game, or if you've never played a Mario game before, then that's pretty sad. You gotta play this game. And then once you beat this game, if you even do, I haven't even beaten it yet, I would strongly suggest that you then play Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo, Super Mario Bros. 2, 3, and even better than Super Mario Bros. Is Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, which is on the Game Boy Color. That game's really great, and it allows you to save too. I'll probably do a review of that sometime. But actually, like I said before in the part 1 review, this review was not done on my Game Boy. That is why it's in black and white. On the Game Boy, it actually would have a little bit of color, and at the beginning start menu you can change it. You can't on the computer. I'm not sure why it's in black and white, but it is. And also, you may notice that some things on the screen kind of flash once in a while. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe just because this is a ROM type of a thing running with an emulator, but this one is online. It's not actually a downloaded ROM and emulator, and it's really fun. If you go to virtualnes.com, I think is what it's called, you can play almost any NES game that was ever released online. You can play a ton of Nintendo Game Boy games. You can play Super Nintendo games, and I think there's one other type of genre of games from Nintendo that you can play on there, and it's just great. It has tons of games with hours of fun. I actually did my Ghosts and Goblins review by recording me playing it on Virtual NES, so just as a time saver and as a money saver, I strongly recommend just downloading a ROM and emulator, or else going online to Virtual NES and playing Nintendo games, Nintendo Game Boy games, or Super Nintendo games on there. But anyways, the game Super Mario Land, I didn't mention all of the enemies before, but at least some that you'll see in here are their flying totem poles. There's 2 types of spiders. The ones that drop down like they are right now, and also the other tarantula-like ones that hop around. And then of course there's the awkward plants that come out of the tube, and it's just really fun. You can hit your head on the spikes up above on this specific level, and actually when I was a little kid, this level used to scare me because I was terribly terrified of spiders. I think that was around when I watched Arachnophobia 2, which if you haven't seen that movie, I recommend it unless you're a younger kid or have kids and don't want them to see it for swearing matters and yada yada yada. But otherwise, it's a pretty awesome movie. But anyways, in Super Mario Land, there's just Mario, and there are a number of different worlds, and I'm not sure if this is how it works or not, but I think there's like 2 levels per world or something, or 3, I can't remember. And on the last level out of the 2 or the 3 or whatever, you will come to a boss like you just saw defeated there. And what will happen is the little door will open, you'll see Princess Peach, and she'll be all like, "Thank you, Mario," and you'll be like, "Oh, Daisy," and then she'll turn into a monster. And I'm pretty sure at the end it'll be the same thing, except for she doesn't turn into a monster, and you'll have a party and everything else. But I haven't actually beaten it. The only Mario game I ever beat was Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo, actually on the deluxe version on the Game Boy Color, which is kind of cheating because you can save and stuff, but that was pretty awesome. Once again, I recommend all the types of Mario games out there if you've never played any before. Start out with maybe the Nintendo one first, or this one. Either way, you'll get used to the gameplay and most likely like it. Actually, if you start out on this one, you'll have different characters than you do on Super Mario Bros. That actually has turtles with shells, and you can hold the shell and like launch it at stuff. But this just about wraps up the Retro Game Freak in high definition for this part 2 review of Super Mario Land. So thanks for watching. Once again, I'm Spencer Zickafoos. Please do view, rate, subscribe, comment, and tell your friends about us, and have a nice day.